So,
okay to go?
so hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Simon. I don't know if you probably know me. So to start off, I've got a. Okay, you, Ellen, you're not doing that.
What happened?
Mouse.
Oh, yeah, I told you it freezes.
There.
Yep. Do we need the sound?
Oh, kind of.
Because the plugins,
not
so I
hooked up.
the plugin's right there, next to the, it's like attached to that
This?
thing. Yeah, there you go.
Just make sure. I hope that's the.
Yeah, it's not the microphone.
Okay.
Okay, that should work now.
We'll find it.
Brace yourself.
Have you decided, sir?
Can have this, please.
The steak tartare.
Steak.
Would you like to try the house wine?
Yes, please. No. I'm driving.
Everything to your satisfaction, sir.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
some problems in that video. Now, can any of you tell me what he was trying to do at the beginning of the video when he had the? Trying to order. He's trying to order, and was he successful in ordering? No. What did he do wrong? He didn't read the menu correctly, and so that's just one of the possible consequences that can happen if you don't know how to read a menu or order from a menu correctly. So that's going to be today's topic. So I have here a sample menu for so just read it quietly for a few minutes, and then if there are any words or phrases like in the other ones that you don't know, just maybe underline them or remember them. Write them down. Did you all get a chance to? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for the interest of time, I'm just going to get each of you to maybe read one. Tell me one of the phrases or words that you highlighted that you didn't know. I'll start here with Masahiro.
Yes.
What was one of the words that were that you didn't know that were unclear to you, or were there any?
So
One of the words that you highlighted.
no. So how do I tell you?
Oh, just
What
was it? Entrees. Okay.
Entrees.
Okay, so that's yeah. So. Okay, does anyone know what entrees are?
Is that French?
Yeah, it's a French word, but we use it in English, and it means it's the main course, the main dish of when you're eating. Like the steak in the video was the entree. Okay, Ellen, I don't know. Just okay, it's
I won't let you know this is also French, but I think it's a kind of sauce. It's like remoulade.
yeah. It's I had to look it up. It's a kind of a sauce. I think it's oil and vinegar. I think it's like a dressing for like a sauce for salad. Corey, did you? Or Mohammed, did you know?
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I'm good. I read it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was asking the same question.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that some words that I thought that might be yeah, so you're just, so appetizers, I don't know, I picked out some words I thought could be quite, does any of you know what appetizers are?
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's a side that you before,
Right, exactly.
Before the entree.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, before the main course, that's right. Often it's a super salad.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's called a starter, appetizer. It's the same thing. Okay, an entree, we covered that. The main course, right, it comes from French. So. Croutons. Again, I think it's a French word, but that we use in English. So it's kind of, with food, there's a lot of French words that we have borrowed from French, and we use them in English. So some of those might be a little tricky. Does any of you know what croutons are?
I think tiny pieces of bread.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, yeah, like that. And often they're served with soup.
So
Right.
salad.
Crispy, or in salad
Yeah.
sometimes as well. Right, exactly. Sourdough bread. That one might be kind of. Do you know what sourdough bread is?
Oh,
Not
It's
steak sandwich.
steak sandwich. Sourdough bread it's a type of bread made with rye flour. It looks kind of like that. It's just a white type of bread. Sweet potato wedges. That one maybe, I don't know if any of you know what those are. Those are, well, sweet potatoes. They're kind of a vegetable, like at the bottom there. They look kind of like regular potatoes. They taste sweet. They're similar to yams, another kind of potato. And then the wedges is just the shape. So these are sweet potato wedges, just a kind of way of making a potato. Okay. And then, here, so I have some of these words. I have some more words that I thought could be kind of difficult. If you can look over that, and it might become more clear. And then one thing I wanted to just bring up from the looking at the menu, below each name of the meal, there are always all the ingredients. So it's got the name, like for example, Caesar salad, and then it lists all of the ingredients. But on some of them, for example, if you look down at by the entrees, bistro style beef burger, it says served plain or below it says finished with. So that's called the passive voice. And it looks similar to adjectives because they both end in ed. But it shows the manner in which the way in which the food is prepared. So that it is served with, it is finished with. That's called the passive voice. So that you find that often on menus, descriptions of what the food is and how it is made. So I just wanted to, and yeah, don't get them confused with adjectives. For example, marinated, or that would be a good one. Grated Parmesan. That's not the passive voice. That's an adjective in that sense. You just have to.
Caramelized one too.
Caramelized, I would say that's an adjective.
Yeah. That's what
Right, yeah, exactly, that's right. So now, in working with a partner or on your own, if you'd like, maybe reread the text or skim over the text one more time, and just find all the circle or underline all the instances of the passive voice that you can find. I mentioned some of them already, but there are, I believe, I was able to find 1, 2, 3. I found 7, but there could be more. Yeah, some of them there is a bit of a confusion between
That's true.
an adjective, right? Because they have the same ed ending. So, but often if there's the with after, it will be the passive voice.
Or any preposition.
Any preposition, right? Such as, but common with. Right, I should, yeah, exactly. That's it, yeah.
That's not finished, but it's just as with.
No, no, she's not.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't know if I found them all, but I found 7.
Bread filled with and served with. In a steak sandwich. Or served with, finished with, made with.
Yeah, I did know. Okay, I
Because,
think.
root is, an adjective. This is, a kind of Italian bread, spoiled and sliced is an adjective. Well, there's other ones.
Sorry. Chocolate here for. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, just think about it.
Here it is. It's finished, it's finished with melted cheddar, cheese, and served with. That's 2, 1 here. I think that's 7. Yeah.
All right, so were you guys all able to find 7 or more or less? No? 7? Okay. So which ones were some that were kind of tricky? To finding the difference between which ones were you not sure about? If they were adjectives or if they were passive voice?
Marinated chicken.
Marinated chicken. For marinated, I put that it is an adjective
Yeah.
because it refers to how the the chicken is marinated. And there's no there's no preposition after. So a lot of them, or it refers. Pardon?
The ones that we found have preposition.
Right, exactly. So the passive voice always has the preposition after. So such as
Okay, yeah.
with, made with, finished with,
What about,
filled with.
what about? Served
And then yes, it says under the bistro style beef burger, it says served plain or with. So it's got that with, but it's just separated. So I had that as a passive voice as well. All right, so now I've got some. I forgot to write some. I have some scenarios on the board. I hope you can read all those words. So with a partner, I'd like you all to, I guess in groups of two, to go through each scenario and then pick out some of the items on the menu that that you could order if you were in this situation. So if you're allergic to seafood, you might not order the fish. You might order a burger or something like that. So just maybe go through looking at the ingredients, try and go through some of the scenarios or all of them, and picking out ordering the food, picking out which food would you order if you were in this scenario. I'm just talking about it with Oh, I understand.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now what happens if you are vegetarian and don't
Oh, you don't know any allergic?
Yeah.
Oh, it means you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're a vegetarian.
Oh,
it's
oh, okay.
not good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's not seafood.
And then
Yeah.
I could have that, but if
So,
I
you
was
know, it doesn't say that.
vegetarian.
You're right, yeah.
I don't know, maybe we would
We'll just go on
have
the subject.
Caesar
So
salad.
they would cheese pieces and
Vegetarian, and
You could
I don't
probably
have
actually
What do you order?
the entrees, except for
Okay.
the
Right.
Not salmon, so it depends if you're vegetarian, you can
Yeah.
still eat salmon.
Yeah.
That would be pescatarian.
So then really, you
the only one that you couldn't order cheese would be the
or this,
of the entrees.
Some of the desserts.
If you really should.
Oh, yeah, just read
Cake.
What else we got?
If you were a
You like to eat
vegetarian,
fish, but like,
Oh, sorry.
Like to eat fish, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what I ordered.
Don't
Well,
like
it's
to
called
eat fish.
It's really nice fish, isn't it?
Oh, that's right.
The East Coast would be.
Yeah.
Steak sandwich.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
don't like,
I don't know.
Okay.
cheese,
no fish.
So,
Oh, yeah.
oh wait, you're a vegetarian
So
and
you
you
ordered
ordered
caramelized.
Okay.
Oh, you like to eat
Yeah.
the vegetarian and
Yeah, it's a very good
Okay,
idea.
So, no,
Yeah.
small items.
So many small.
Oh, many, yeah, I should write this.
Many small items?
so you did the fish.
Like little stuff. like,
The Caesar
like the
salad.
butter rolls. Oh, you could go with bit there.
Yeah.
Bit of dip.
You like to eat fish.
Yeah.
I get the breads.
So this
You
menu's
like
not
burgers
that
as
bad.
well, a lot of
It's not that good for the vegetarian. So then we have to just fish.
Salads for families where you got very hungry when it comes to small
Oh, yeah.
The appetizers, maybe sandwiches.
or the
Yeah, I'm sure.
baguette one, please.
Have you made it through most of the list or all of the items on the list? Okay. Were there some that were kind of tricky or were they all fairly straightforward?
Really tricky because I can't read.
So why am I writing? I'm sorry about
And
that.
it took us a couple minutes to figure out since you were a vegetarian and
Yeah, right, yeah, sorry about that.
so that tripped us up for a minute.
Well, we couldn't decide if the spinach and artichoke dip had onions
Yeah,
because
sometimes they hear me.
sounds like
Oh.
Tina says there's
I-
made with
really?
spinach and artichoke.
I
Yeah,
just
if you're
assumed it
making-
did not.
We'll just go with that.
Because it
We'll go
didn't
with that.
specifically, yeah, we'll go with that, because it didn't specifically
Yeah.
mention it, so I assumed that.
Because that would have been a good choice for the vegetarian.
Right, exactly. Okay, so now that you kind of have an idea of what a menu looks like with all the descriptions, how it's formatted with the passive voice and all that, I have here for you, you want one or something?
I'll just look up.
Okay. So there's kind of a basic structure, template of what a menu looks like in its base. So this one doesn't have any prices on there, but normally, of course, they have the prices listed after each item. And so I did, so you could see, I created a small sample one of just some basic, yeah, I wasn't sure what to name it. So you can come up with your own. You can come up with your own name. You know, you can call it Joey's Restaurant or whatever you'd like.
Is it $50 for vegetable lasagna?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a delicious restaurant, so you pay. You pay for
About
the.
as bad as the French bistro near my house.
But therefore, you can have carrot cake for very
Yeah,
Very
cake
cheap,
is cheap, so
so
just like it.
balances out, right? Okay, yeah. So kind of following the structure, you can create your own dishes. You can write down dishes that you already know, and just kind of write the ingredients, preferably using the passive voice as made with, served with, that kind of thing. And then coming up with a price, the name, and yeah, writing down.
Alright, what's a restaurant?
Oh, individually, sorry, yeah. I mean, well, yeah.
No, not very much. I mean, basics. Oh, I read something the other day. There's these like potato muffins. It's like Parmesan cheese. Maybe I'll try your
you only write, you know, one or two for each category. I don't know. But, oh, well then, fill them all out.
Fried with Parmesan sauce with one back. Parmesan. Yeah, Parmesan.
I think I've heard it pronounced Parmesan as well, but, yeah, I know, but I think, and that's what, a lot of these words are from Italian or French, so, you know, that it used in English. So it makes it a bit trickier. Yeah, there's soup. Oh yeah, if you want, you can just come up with it. Whatever you think. It's your restaurant, so you can choose.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, use delicious adjectives. Zesty. Yeah, I would come up with a name for your. You can call it Mohammed's Restaurant or anything.
Chicken roll stuff. Bread chicken. No.
Hey, does that work for you?
Oh, what kind of?
Are you guys done?
Just about, I got a couple. Yeah, if you want to come up with drinks as well, like, for dessert, I didn't include any space.
Sponge. So what else we got? So we've got chicken.
So, oh, so. Huh? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop you there if that's. So if you guys all have, I don't know if you're all finished yet. Oh. But I'm just gonna get you maybe to share one or two of your favorite meals that you have on there. I don't know who would like to, should I just start on the left here? Lisa? Masahori? Masahiro, sorry, that's okay. If you just want to read one of your dishes, pick your favorite one that you.
Whatever, but on it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And the ingredients are rice, vinegar, is sometimes salt fish, side noodles.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
I have a strawberry basil salad. It's fresh romaine, strawberries, basil, and goat cheese, served with a raspberry vinaigrette dressing.
Ooh, yeah. I assume that's an appetizer.
Yes. It's $8.
Nice.
Chilcha, so handmade noodles served with boiled potatoes and then the side of fried ham. Marinated in mushroom sauce.
I will go with dessert
Okay, all right.
that I like it and I made it like twice a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called souffle.
Uh-huh.
It is chocolate with eggs and sugar and galaxy. Kind of candy. It's called
Oh, okay.
galaxy,
Okay.
and I mix it and put it in the oven for I will mention.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah.
Or I can search on them. Okay. Oh, wow.
That I make.
That you make that? Wow.
So it's kind of, it looks like almost like a little,
Pudding or something?
like a little pudding and it's cooked in the oven?
Yeah, just for 10 minutes.
Ah.
Both yummy. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's free for you guys.
That looks good, that looks tasty.
That looks good.
And then, so here? Do you have maybe one or, I don't know, you guys have a lot of ideas.
Okay. So chicken breast provinciale,
Okay.
chicken stuffed with garlic, onions, and chanterelle mushrooms, topped with Chardonnay sauce.
Wow.
That works, doesn't it?
What was the price on that?
$75.
Oh, wow, okay. Wow.
No.
It was fancy Chardonnay.
Shit, fancy, right. All right, so, I guess seeing as we still have a few minutes, maybe you could get up and speak to somebody or with the person beside you, and talk to them and look at their menu and then order something from them. They looking through the menu, seeing what you would like. You can do it with the person next to you or moving around the room if you'd like. See what other people think. Looking at the ingredients.
What do you got? Citrus.
Spicy, yeah.
Hey, do you ever do,
Want me to do
you ever do the little, I guess they're the little fish things, because a lot of people, they used to do Caesar salad with sardines, right?
That's
They
true,
don't
that's
do
true.
that anymore. Right? And what's this kika? Tell me, is that chill chat? Homemade noodles served with both potatoes and that was one you mentioned. How do you spell that? Kielke? Country's that from?
Here's a good slash. It's also German. And also it goes by.
Geez, I don't know that. I've never heard of it. Oh, it's Mennonite, so that's always in play. And you, okay,
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah.
Well, those
Right.
are
Let me see what you got here.
$3.
Oh, that one definitely works. Cream of broccoli soup. I bread and mozzarella. Oh, that's nice.
Maybe 2 or 5.
What's that? Mushroom flatbread?
Yeah, it's like 5
Popcorn mushroom,
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
flavors.
It's good. Arabic sweet.
I think I'm gonna come to your place for dinner someday.
Pending
So
Alfredo,
mine,
shrimp,
but
bacon, mushrooms, broccoli, sauce, and cream Alfredo.
Oh,
fries, there's
oh,
like all
yes.
together and they're like topped with like
Asperger.
Parmesan and cheese sauce and the onions and
Deep fried.
That's what I use. One.
I know, right?
Chocolate bar, like a
Yeah, well, I know.
coat it in batter and then
So, yeah,
fry
I
it
just
up. And then you serve it with like
Although if
cream
you
and
put the
chocolate
little
drizzle. That is
water
really good.
Wow. Yeah.
And cheesecake, okay.
There used to be a restaurant that served it, but I don't know that they're doing anymore. Because
I've never heard of that.
there used to be a place called Fog and Sons on Hamilton, and they used to serve vegetarian bratwurst.
stuffed with cheese.
Oh, those are supposed to be really
They're
Awesome.
they're so
Miso soup, one of my favorite things in the whole world, absolutely. I love miso.
I mostly eat
Is it, and how do you say it in Japanese? How does it actually say miso? Is it miso?
What are you talking about?
Miso. It's an O sound, it's not an O sound. It's an O. Miso. And the emphasis is on the so. Miso, miso, not miso, miso. 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 Miso soup. Miso. Miso. See, I always say miso. It's miso. That's good. That's
I've heard
good.
it from an Asian, so I've always said
And
it.
then sushi.
Yeah,
I love meat.
and then
Sushi.
triple chocolate.
Sushi.
That's
You make sushi
I've
yourself?
been dragging pretty much every.
Vinegar is a very important part of sushi, but I didn't find any vinegar here.
The right kind of vinegar? It's a special kind of vinegar to make it work?
Yeah.
Well, you can't do it with regular vinegar. It has to be special.
Yeah. Right.
And what's ice?
Ice cream tempura.
Now,
I know tempura. You have vegetable tempura. That's vegetables in the batter.
I don't know, it says it's from some kind of.
Ice tempura?
Yes.
No, it's like
Some restaurants have a very ice cream tempura.
Yeah, I know, I know.
But it's the ice cream
I found it in Google, it's actually from, like, across the
deep
top,
fry.
it's like room service.
How do you get it in the
Obviously.
Yeah, deep fry.
How do you do that?
So it's
How
like
do you actually do
chocolate
it?
I don't know.
I know, so, yeah, but it was just the same with.
I mean, they take like ice, they just scoop and how do you?
Yeah, scoop
Like
it
one
and
piece and it was pizza or something, but then the menu was like 3 pieces.
Yeah,
And I didn't want.
what
Yeah, no, I was trying to find something.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, just the outside, and how do you get ice?
Of course,
There is
So you have to have the the ice was so cold that you can put flour on it and then dump it in the deep fryer.
Deep fry it, take it out.
I had food service and I thought,
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah.
Is this a common Japanese thing? People have this in Japan?
Not so common, but not homemade dish, but
In a
some
restaurant?
yes,
Yeah.
and very tasty. Yeah, I like this one.
I never heard of that. That's
They
cool.
have bad moments.
A lot of good dinner food ideas here. Who else, who did I miss here? Oh, Mohammed, I want to see what you got here.
Okay,
So, are you good cook? You good cook? Yeah. Fantastic.
so that's basically it for if you just want to finish looking at all the restaurants.
yeah.
Menus.
What's this called? What's that?
biryani chicken.
Biryani?
Yeah.
Chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani.
So that's kind of, is that like Indian food?
Yeah.
I think that's, I know what that is.
Yeah. It's kind of Arabic food, but it's Indian food.
Is it Indian or Arabic?
Yeah,
Is it
Indian.
both?
Yeah, Indian. Yeah.
From India.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
And beef burger with potatoes.
Beef burger, yeah.
Yeah, I like plain bun and
I love that.
Just plain.
yeah.
Nothing, no,
Not to make no
Just the meat.
Yeah,
The other day,
I like
and I
like
like
this way.
this
And souffle.
Souffle. Oh, like souffle, like we say, oh, do you, I wonder if that's the same word, that must be the same, is this how you spell it, in what language are you thinking of this? What language do you speak? Is your language?
Yeah, Arabic.
Arabic. So that souffle, I bet you that must be the, like what we say for souffle as well, right? We say souffle, how do you spell souffle in English? Is that how we spell it? Yeah, that's how we spell it. We do this French way. This is how we spell it. It's a French word. We spell it the French way.
Yeah, I think it's
Same thing?
yeah, same
Curry's
thing.
like
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Souffle.
I like the cheese grape that's sweet. But I like the tiger.
Very cool.
And then
Souffle. Chocolate, sugar, and eggs. That'd be good. Yeah. Creme brulee, yeah, that's kind of like a creme brulee too, isn't it? What he was making. What Mohammed was making. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta start your
Yeah, that's-
restaurant. I'll
that's
come.
basically-
I'll be at your restaurant, okay?
So yeah, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at all the other people's menu, but that's basically it. So thank you for coming and participating.
Again, sorry, thank you. Thank you. You're not doing one? Okay.
Just tell me the card. I don't know, your mouse is like, I can't.
If you have a trackpad freezes.
And shocks.
Yeah. Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's
Shouldn't
just like
do
that.
that.
Yeah, well, I rubbed in on the side.
I guess you're just like
Yeah.
carrying a lot of negative ions.